Masa al-Khair and welcome to Celeritas. It's Saturday night, so it's Division 1, race 13 of our first season. My name's Webbo. I'm here for commentary as usual on a Saturday night with everybody. And tonight we've got in the guest commentary position Carrera fan. Carrera, welcome. And we didn't get to talk to you last night about how your race went.
Hello. Yesterday's race could have gone better, definitely. It was. I was glad that I had the pace, keeping up with the two McLaren drivers, the best of Division 2, who are going to move into Division 1 for next season. So it's always a nice thing to see you have the pace of the front runners, but didn't go my way. But yeah, at least I had some good battles.
Yeah, definitely. It was an entertaining race last night. Lots of action all the way through, and I'm expecting nothing less tonight. We will see. I think we'll see Prime returning back to the championship, and I'm sure hoping to resume his top position. But he will have. He will get some competition, I'm sure, tonight from the likes of Lightning. Waits, he's had a real return to form. Dowdek, of course, and I think Fry Pepper. This is his second race of the evening, and apparently he's already won the first one. So I'm sure he's flying into the race with a lot of confidence tonight. What about you, Career Fan? Who are you looking to specifically?
Definitely looking at FedEx. We have good times together. We play a lot of. I wouldn't say no rules because that's not a good thing for a league, but yeah, FedEx as well. He's not too far back. He's won 126 points, but hopefully he can load his setup for the race, unlike last week.
Definitely, yeah. Well, we did have that glitch in the lobby and between quali and the race last week, and that often results in some people forgetting their setups, doesn't it? Even if the commentary team are really helpful and remind everybody during the. But yeah, I mean, I know that you guys are really frequently racing together with lots of others in our league, communicating via the Discord system. Often have crazy lobbies, practice sessions, random events all through the week. Not just what we're streaming on a Friday, Saturday, and Tuesday evenings. So yeah, we'll. If anyone watching wants to join the league, you're very welcome. Just have to go to the Discord link that's in the YouTube channel and post your times and successfully pass a clean racing trial with some of our team. But yeah, we're looking forward to getting going again tonight. Any strategy insights from last night, Carrera Fun, that you're willing to share?
It's a tough one actually for Bahrain. It's one that you think you can do a soft hard, but that is definitely not one you want to go on. Just getting the hards to the end is a really tricky task.
Yeah.
And the first stint on the softs, obviously they have the out lap, then the quali lap, and then the in lap plus the formation lap. So all those laps take so much tire wear. So a soft hard is not one you want to do, but you can do medium hard, that's possible. And if you start on the softs, you can do a soft, medium, soft. That definitely works.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, we saw that working last night. I think someone got about 11 laps at the end of the race on softs. But it all depends on your usage of those mediums in the middle stint.
Yeah, you have to get those mediums. You can, in a way, push them as if almost flat out, but you have to do at least a lap or two to just get it and make sure you get it to lap 20, 21, where then you can pit for the fresh set of softs.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, we saw safety cars multiple last night, and they've been making regular visits to our races in Division 1. I also hope, Guerrero fan, to see a lot more people finishing the race tonight than we have in the last 2 or 3.
Yeah, it's been an unusual one. Definitely, the main pick out was Monza. We had, I believe, 9 or 10 people finishing that Grand
It was
Prix,
almost an elimination event at one point, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's almost more like Drive to Survive or Survive to Drive. But Yeah, so hopefully we can get less DNFs, but it's quite tricky. There's a lot of places where cars can go side by side and take each other out, especially, I think you saw it yesterday's race, into turn 4, me, Dittle and Ben all colliding, and it just ruined our races, so it's very easy to make contact and make a mistake.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like we've got Division 2 driver Bacon with us tonight as well. So he's obviously guesting as well as BMW Oosterveer. He's with us. So just trying their hand out in the top of the league while we've got a couple of vacancies. Some drivers already getting their excuses in, and welcome to everyone in the chat. I think the Barmy Army have descended upon us, so looking for a good showing from Will tonight. I think they don't have Pricey to attack tonight.
So it's going to be interesting to see who, I think that's a very key point of qualifying as well, who goes for that medium tyre, who wants to start on the softs, go for the two-stopper. So would you rather lose track position, or would you rather gain track position but lose out on strategy? And so that's key around here.
I think it's also pretty wise to scrub off a little bit of downforce as much as you can manage, so that you're able to action the passes that you need to on this track. If you don't have the top speed down the start-finish straight or the back straight, you're really a sitting duck, and you can't do anything when you want to attack other drivers.
Yeah, especially if you're in the pack, the other car got the slipstream as well. It's just extremely difficult because he's just getting the same effect you're getting, and it just holds you up, and that's what Bacon basically did. It just hold me up to turn 1 because he had the slipstream effect from another driver. And so, important to get the top speed, but as well have enough downforce through the chicane, the S sections, and especially turn 4. That's a major place you can invalidate if you don't have enough downforce on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Completely agree. We'll perhaps ride with Will for his first lap. Keep the fans happy. And check out his driving style. Maybe you could give us a rundown of the track on board Will once he gets going, Carrera. That'd be pretty cool.
Yep, so I believe he's on the soft. Yeah, he's going on the fastest compound, so I believe it's the C3 or... No, I believe C4. But either way, it's the soft compound, so let's see what he's going to do. Hopefully, if you're going on the soft compound here, you definitely want to be in the top 10. You don't want to be starting towards the back of the field, otherwise then it's just best you go for the medium. But yeah, so we'll have an on board with Will, as he's starting his lap very soon.
Yeah. Tastefully racing in car number 69, I see. Here we go.
Run down to turn 1. Very good track to overtake. So powerful. Getting a bit from an AlphaTauri ahead. The braking to turn 1 is very important. Get out lined up perfectly because that will set the next few corners. Watch the traction on the curb. You can easily lose the rear there. Now run down to turn 4. You can take different approaches. Take a wide line and swoop in. Or stick to the apex, and he sticks to it and keeps it well within track limits there. Now going through the downhill S section, you want to avoid this inside curve. You can easily spin it, and he easily does not touch it. Now braking here, very easy again to lose the rear, but he's keeping it on the track and very smooth as Cohen actually gets out of the way. Now run down here, very easy to lock the left front, but keeps it within, and it's looking very clean so far. Now coming up to a few cars ahead, I believe they would get out of the way. So now here, left-hander, take it as fast as you can, try to not go on the curb with a spinning car ahead, but gets out of the way, no problem. Definitely avoid this inside curve there, which he does. Take this in a way that best suits you, I'd say, and now he's just going to have the good run and the good exit out the final corner here. Take as much of a wide line and swoop in. Takes it nice, not on the curb to really slow your time down now. That's a good exit. DRS lap wide open. It's good enough for fourth place with 126.445.
Yeah, and just ahead of him on the track, thanks for that, just ahead of him on the track, we saw FedEx runner going through and getting pole with his AlphaTauri teammate Dawadek, slightly slower than I'm sure he can go in P2, but already FedEx runner on his first run tonight has bettered not only his time that he in his guest race yesterday, but I think he's bettered the pole lap from yesterday as well already. So this is where the pace of Division 1 really shows up best, is in the qualifying session. Really enjoying this. So we'll have a look at Prime shortly. I think Pinty is currently on the lap right now. I've noticed we've got a new driver, certainly for my commentary, a new driver, Mystic Joker, has joined us. I think he's a rookie in the Celeritas League, full stop. I don't know if you've raced with him in any of the lobbies before, Carrera.
No, I believe he's a rookie as well, like he just said. He's on his out lap now. Actually, sorry, he's on his time lap. It's showing for me a 2:15, so he must have made a mistake there, but yeah, so yeah, definitely not raced with him. It's very tricky, especially against Division 1 drivers.
Yeah.
To show your pace and try to compete against them, but yeah, very strong from the two AlphaTauri boys, P1 and P2. Dawadek just down.
Just to underline how fast the AlphaTauris are, Prime's first time is slower than both of them. So, yeah, absolutely, great first two laps from those guys. I know they work really hard together and do plenty of practice and setup sharing. We've just got fastest lap from Dawadek reading on the screen, but that's not true. FedEx has definitely got that one. Carrera, would you try and give an invite to Snarf and Beetle? Just worry that they've disappeared and are panicking that they're not in the
yeah, they're not there, so
the lobby.
Yeah.
Fry Pepper's gone third, beating Prime as well, so 25.8, just beating Prime in the Red Bull there for Fry Pepper. Again, as I mentioned before, Storm choosing Fry Pepper for his Red Bull team and choosing Julian for his Formula C team. Definitely the league owners' first dibs on the fastest drivers, I think, from Storm, making sure he gets the right people slotted into his team. Bacon's driving in the Ferrari tonight, so different cockpit for him.
Yeah, a follow up on the AlphaTauri. They were running minimum fuel, both of them, and Prime has done a few laps. He's pitting now, but Prime definitely had a bit more fuel, so maybe that could be a bit of the reason why he's currently P4. But yeah, but as well, it might be tricky for FedEx to keep up with Prime. It could be very close for the constructors. Haas currently leading with 201 points. And AlphaTauri with 188, so they're not far behind. And two cars on the podium or in the top 10 can really help. So they might have to settle down for P2 and P3 in the championship. They could get P1 in the constructors.
Absolutely. Bacon goes P10. We'll join Dawadek, I think, because he's about to start his challenge for pole, his second attempt. Waits has just posted in the Discord that both Dawadek and Fry Pepper had exactly the same time through Sector 1 on their first hot laps. He said he's never seen that before. So yeah, pretty unusual for those two guys.
Yeah, that shows how close the grid it really is. Of course, a lot of corners, it's very rare to get exact same times, but by just showing how in Sector 1 they're equal, can really change the leveling field. One corner can make the difference between pole and, well, not pole, I'd say, but yeah.
Dawadek's getting some great apexes out of the first few corners here. He's purple the first sector, and FedEx runner is only 9 thousandths off the theoretical best. through the first runs from all the drivers, so he's really nailing it. Tricky turn 9 braking. Yeah, Dawidek locks up into turn 9, just going to spoil his tyres and his traction speed. But we'll get a sector time coming up through on the way into, I think, turn 12. Just avoiding that inside curb. Another purple time. He's 7/10 under the pole time right now. I think we're going to see our first time in the 114s coming in.
Just looking at while that would cross the line,
it's pole.
Should be
it's pole at 24.8. He did lose a little bit of time in that last sector, so there's possibly an even faster time out there. And FedEx Runner has invalidated his next attempt. Sadly, Mystic Joker has come in and put in a P3, and both Frypepper and Prime have been bettered by Cohen, who comes in P4. So brilliant laps from those guys, all under the 126 boundary. Quinn's out there at the moment. We've got some outlaps starting. We'll have a look at Quinn. We need to make sure we give Quinn some screen time in qualifying, I think. He's barely finished a race so far in Division 1, which was the subject of some discussion over the week, I know. Looking good though into Sector 2. Track how he's getting on. Yeah, apparently Snarf is still in the lobby, he's fine, he just retired and hit the wall, so terminal damage. He won't be setting a time with us tonight. It may be the same story with Beetle. Purple sector for Quinn here in Sector 2. I wonder if that's down to his setup, whether he's got more downforce than the other drivers and it's giving up a little bit of top speed. We'll see as he races towards the start-finish straight, and he's going to cross the line on a 26.0, slightly improving on his own time there, but not enough. Oh, BMW is driving across the middle of the track. Unfortunately for him, we've caught that on stream. I'm sure there'll be a driver report based on that one. That's not the done thing in Celeritas, as Prime has invalidated his next lap as well. Waitsy P3, excellent stuff. So a 25.5 for Waitsy. Great start for him. Sure, I was just going to see. I think Will's on a lap. No, Will's on the way in. He's on the way out. So we'll catch up with him shortly. Death Dragon might be worth a watch. He's usually got a lot of speed. Still on his outlet.
Prime is currently on his next lap now. He's actually going to turn 4.
Oh, good.
He takes it well. He's had a few invalidations, so maybe that's why he's still on P7. But he's got purple sector 1, so that he's 2 tenths up. So it's an improvement. A little bit of a lock up there, but manages to rotate the car. That's the main thing. Yeah, very. I didn't say this, but very good effort from Mystic Joker. He's full. When joining, I believe, is this his first race? Or
certainly that I've seen him. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very difficult, especially coming to the highest division of a league. So it's very good people. So
Prime Purple Sector 2 as well here, Carrera. So he's well on it. And we know that Dawidek gave up a little bit of time in the last sector. Looked like perhaps he used the best of his tyres. Prime really leans on that inside right on the way through the final corner. It comes to the line. P3 is the best he can manage on his second run. 25.3, but he's ever so close to the front row. So yeah, it's getting really, really close and hard fought, as we usually see through here. Pretty sure Lightning will be hoping for a little bit better in the Alfa Romeo at the moment. Shout up if you see someone else going purple. Unfortunately, we can only watch one driver at a time. But Lightning out there in the Alfa Romeo, going through turn 4 now. Good apex, short shift. A little bit of room on the outside. He's over his time though.
Yeah, I was going to mention Lightning is on the lap currently, and so he's opting for the medium side. So I wonder if he's just not got enough pace on the soft that it's just worth going on the mediums. But yeah, he's going for a run. He's locked it up. That's just sent him a bit off the curb, but he's managed to manage that.
Yeah, an interesting tactic that it only works if you've qualified in the top 10 on the mediums. So you really do need that extra pace if you're going to make qualifying on the mediums work. But maybe he'll give it a go, and then he'll change his mind and tyres for his final run. Difficult to predict. We'll have a look at Will shortly. No, Lightning's bailed on that lap. Will's on a lap.
The pole position drive with Dowdek now coming out of the pit, so this will be the final run, as Prime has just entered the pit. So if track evolution is key around here, and if that's the case for tonight, then maybe it might favour Prime. But I don't believe there's much difference compared to, well, what if you would set a lap now than a lap later. But
yeah, difficult to say, isn't it? What were your thoughts after last night? I think I've just seen Will skipping across the middle of the track as well. Yeah, definitely shortcutting.
Evolution wasn't really a big thing last night. I like to do a medium run, see how the mediums work, because obviously the conditions of, unless it stays dry for quality and race, it's basically the same both for the night. So I see how a lap with high fuel mediums work, do a lap on those, and then high fuel softs, and then very minimum soft So obviously evolution with less fuel will obviously play a factor, but in terms of the amount of grip out there, the temperature, and all that, I don't think it's really a big thing.
Cohen managed a purple middle sector. I don't think his first sector was anything special, but he's going to cross the line. He might be looking to head up the grid slightly. No, only a small improvement. Let's go on board Prime. One of these days I'll have to do what he's asked, in that to rally co-driver call his lap. Prime is going across the gravel. I think he might be avoiding another car. I don't think he's trying to shortcut anything. He's absolutely scrubbed those tyres on some horrible section of the track. But maybe just avoiding. I don't think he's shortcutting here.
No, he's got a Red Bull behind him, just trying to get out of the way, but the Red Bull hasn't actually gone past him.
Yeah.
He's also on the out lap, so maybe Prime didn't know that, but it's not a good thing to go on the gravel, especially in fresh sets. And the key around here, because the degradation is so high, you really want to nurse the out lap to get minimum tyre wear, but that's just not going to help his case. I believe Dowdek has gone on the lap now. He is on the lap currently.
Oh, excellent. I'm just checking in with Wade. See his first sector. It wasn't anything amazing. Neither was Dowdek's first sector. No quicker through that one, but as we say, we know that he was going incredibly quickly on his previous lap, but left some time behind in the final sector, so maybe he's looking to just take it slightly easier in the first two sectors and regain that time. Let's have a look as he comes through the final corner. Nice line, short shift, little wiggle on the way out, and he's heading in.
Teammates only 500s up, so it's not a big improvement for both AlphaTauri drivers. And Dowdek's solid, I believe that.
And Prime's exactly the same amount of time under through his first sector. So FedEx and Prime trading sector times here. We'll check in with sector 2 on FedEx runner and see where that shows. He's 300ths under. It's just quickly drop down to Prime, see what he manages. Let's watch FedEx runner. Final corner, final attempt at pole or an improvement. He's bailed. He's not interested. Prime is a 10th under. This could be enough to see Prime get himself onto the front row and split those AlphaTauris. He's just got this straight and one more corner to nail. See what Prime's got coming up to the line. Mystic Joker pops in P2 from out of nowhere. So Prime's target changes. He gets P3. He does split the AlphaTauris, but Mystic Joker was there to spoil the party. Nobody else, I think, just Quinith. No, Quinith's done. He's not going any faster. I think Storm is about to cross the line. He's under his time. This could see him jump up. P11, the perfect starting position for Storm, I'm sure, with his advanced secret strategies that he likes to keep to himself on a Friday night, so as not to reveal his plans on a Saturday. Storm P11, I'm pretty sure he'll be quite happy with that, jumping up from, I think, 15th or 16th, right at the death of the session. But Dawidek pole by 2/10 from Mystic Joker, a further 2/10 then from Prime and FedEx Runner.
Yeah, it's not good for FedEx. I believe he would be the only driver currently, if he wants to challenge Prime for the championship. He's the only driver close enough to do so, but he's starting P4. But maybe his teammate can play some mind games with the Williams and Prime.
So we gave you the top four. Now, so Waitsy 5th, Fry Prepper 6th, Lightning, Cohen, Will, BMW are the top 10. And we've got Storm, Quinn, Bacon, Lankvas, Death Dragon, Pinty, Snarf, and Beetle will be the tail end of the grid. I think having some sort of damage through his first run, just like Snarf. Fry Pepper not happy with his time. Neither is FedEx Runner particularly.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe depending on the license points the drivers had, maybe they had a quali ban.
That's a good point.
Beetle or Snarf, so that's why maybe they had no time, but can't confirm that unless they come on the actual YouTube channel.
Snarf did come on the chat on YouTube and say that he spun in the wall. But yeah, it's quite possible for Beetle, actually. Now you mention it. I should probably check that among all the other things I check before a race. Let me know in the chat, of course, who you're cheering on, who you pick for the win tonight. It's a sweepstake, maybe who's going to be the first one to bin it. Who'll be the first pitter? Let us know what you think. Sorry, Carrera, what were you about to say?
Yeah, I was about to say conditions look similar to what we had just now in quali, so...
Hot and dry by any chance?
Yeah, but still seems very foggy and, yeah, lot of fog in the air.
Is that fog or is that dust or sand? I don't know.
That looks more like fog.
Right.
Especially knowing what it's like living in the desert, but yeah.
Absolutely. It'd be quite cool if they put sandstorms into the game, wouldn't it? Oh,
yeah, they could do a real preseason testing, like preseason testing this year. So, but I doubt they would add that in.
We may have a lobby glitch. Dawidek is our host tonight, so I'm sure he'll take care of everybody. I don't know if we had latecomers to qualifying. I think I didn't see Mystic Joker until after we'd started, perhaps. We could cut him a bit of slack if it is him, because it's his first race with us. But yeah, Dawidek's going to have to do a restart. I hope we can do it without cutting the stream. But you know where to find the stream if we do get cut off. Remember, just to go back to the channel and it'll be the first thing you see once we're back online. Be patient. It takes us a few minutes to resurrect the stream. And yeah, of course, FedEx just kind of reminding everybody in Division 1 there just to make sure they do load their setups next time. And of course, the same tyres that they started on. But if somebody set their time on older softs, this will help them out, because you can't set a number of laps having run on the softs. Yeah, looks like everybody's getting back ready. I'm waiting for an invite from Dawidek to come through and hoping I can switch directly onto that instead of cutting the stream and restarting.
I was going to mention now that we're
Yeah.
lap, the actual quality lap and the in lap, they just only have to do the formation lap, which could extend their tires to around lap 8, lap 9. So that could maybe then potentially open up a soft, medium, soft, or already that was already the suggested strat, maybe a soft hard. I wouldn't do that, but depending on 2 laps fresher tires, that could be a possible thing.
Everybody's left the session, but the game did resolve itself, sadly. So, yeah, this is not the true formation lap. This is an AI formation lap. I'm just waiting on an invite to let me in to the new lobby. But we'll watch a fake formation lap. There we go. It's finally cut.
I was going to say Cohen was actually the only one still driving the formation lap.
Yes.
He'd love it if that was the actual race. He'd easily get.
Well, I hope he realizes and is going to exit the session, because if he hasn't got the invite, he'll just have a happy race by himself and wonder why everybody's slow. Yeah, someone may have to just start up the stream and go back to the qualifying position, because sadly I forgot to take a screen print. Although I can't really take a screenshot while I'm streaming. Have you got an invite yet from Dawidek?
Apologies there, microphone did not seem to want to switch on, but yeah, I haven't actually gotten a invite to the new session, so maybe same for the other drivers.
Yeah. Well, apologies on the stream. Please bear with us. Remember, I asked who your picks are for the win. First one to bin it. First one to pit.
Hopefully they don't forget about the spectators or commentators. That would be a good thing to get them into the session. Hopefully Dawidek's listening to this.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, yeah, I think the invites are coming. I think no one's got an invite, so that's all right. Yeah, but yeah, I'm interested to see that Prime is not managing to get pole at the moment. I think Dawidek and FedEx Runner have definitely raised their game, and they need to outscore Haas in total for this championship push that they're going for. Dawidek's been not necessarily as consistent, of course, as Prime when Prime has been racing, but Prime's missed more races for the championship lead, although I don't think he's going to be catchable at this point. I haven't seen the standings yet, but I anticipate we could probably crown Prime already, given that it's round 13 tonight. I think a DNF would possibly be the only thing that would delay Prime's coronation as Season 1 champion of Division 1. But
yeah, the standings for Division 1 haven't been updated with the Abu Dhabi standings, but last one from Hungary, Prime currently 193 points, with FedEx behind with 126.
Yeah. The picture's a little bit different after Abu Dhabi, but sadly we've had some technical difficulties. I didn't necessarily want to draw attention to who was at fault for that, so we won't go into that. If anyone in fact was even at fault, but yeah. Hopefully I'm going to be able to join the session and remain on stream. Like I say, please bear with us. Tune back in if you need to. Looks like we're going to be okay. And the grid is just being reset by everybody. I can see just about all the drivers back into position. I think Carrera Fan's joining us. Lightning's given me a spare invite, which is very kind. Yeah, we'll be getting going very shortly. Give us something to talk about in the stream. That would be great if you could. I'll go back and see some of the previous comments.
We had we had a comment saying Webber deserves more. Give him a shot on Sky. I think that's a worthy comment.
I wasn't going to read that one out. I'm far too modest for anything like that, but I appreciate it, the compliment nonetheless. Uh, yeah. Well, if the Sky team are in need of someone, of course I wouldn't say no, but I'm sure they've got a pile of other commentators far more qualified. But yeah, I'm more than happy commentating with Celeritas and being with you guys, watching the race, watching the real life race just for pleasure, and enjoying the virtual stuff as we are. Appreciation, of course, to Carrera Fan for staying up with us tonight on commentary, because it's the start of your week tomorrow, isn't it? So
yeah, it is Sunday.
Yeah,
Sunday start of the week.
It's an early morning.
So,
it's equivalent of an early Monday morning for you tomorrow, compared to the rest of us.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, it makes no difference. It's just one day early. It's still 5 days a week. So
Yeah.
But yeah, it does clash a bit with UK times. So obviously, when my friends have Sunday off tomorrow, I'm unfortunately at school. So
Absolutely. Yeah. Not convenient if you've got international friends, like I'm sure you have, with all of your move rounds and family and and everything. But yeah, Death Dragon says, imagine this happening in real life. Honestly, this kind of thing really does happen in real life. And actually, I think if you think about the amount of delays due to rain or broken barrier that we see, last minute track repairs, especially if you're looking at the support races and things like that, there are quite a few ad hoc hold-ups. I remember the podium being delayed in Spa because of a Greenpeace demonstration. I remember the absolute idiot running down the Hanger Straight in Silverstone protesting. So these kind of things do happen in real life, and the commentators have to kind of chat around them. But it looks like we're about to get going, so I think we will have our formation lap, and we'll get the race underway. I'm sure it'll be all the better for the wait. I'm sure everybody's champing at the bit to get going. Fry Pepper saying, hoping to get on the podium. Yeah. Just think of the tornadoes in Japan that we've had, typhoons we've had in Japan, and other delays. These things happen. And you just have to be as patient as possible.
yeah, I believe we had one in 2019, was it, where qualifying was actually moved to the morning of the race on Sunday.
Right.
So yeah, it was an interesting one. Obviously, waking up a lot earlier for qualifying, but yeah, that sort of stuff happens. What can you do?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been watching all the coverage this weekend. I've been watching the Formula 2 races, and really enjoying the mix of conditions those guys have had. And I happened to be awake early enough this morning to watch the second sprint race, and it was like 7:30 UK time in the morning. I thought how funny it is for all the people who've paid ridiculous money to stay in the casino or to moor their yacht, and at 8:30 in the morning around Monaco, they're being woken up by Formula 2 cars.
Yeah, I wonder if Kimmy's got his yacht this year.
Oh,
Maybe if he retires, he can go to his yacht. I'm
sure he will. I'm sure he would. Yeah.
Especially Kimmy would have his yacht here.
Yeah. Apparently, they said today that to stay in the casino with a view on the hairpin is £14,000 a night. So that's just astonishing kind of money.
Definitely not cheap.
No. I think knowing the royalty probably helps as well.
Yeah, and if you live there, well, it's a pleasure. You get it for free. Well, not for free, but your hard-earned money for that apartment comes to good use. Get free view of the Formula 1 cars going by. Especially when you come straight out of the tunnel to the New Belgium game. Overtakes could happen happened there.
Beetle's slow away from the line. I don't know if he's gone to sleep waiting for the qualifying to end. No, he's away now. That's good. You often wonder what people do when there's a long pause, and whether they forget to keep an eye on the screen. Quite easy to be checking your phone or checking in with your fans if you're someone like Will.
Yeah, or it could be a tactical game. Let the others get to the grid, let their tyres go really cold, and then you're the last one there. You've got the best tyres. So
that's true. Yeah.
I've seen some of that happen before, but he's right at the back now, so it's not that.
Now, split strategies. Bacon surprises me, going on the softs from the start in P13. Storm, Death Dragon, and Snarf have opted for the hards to start the race. If there's some sort of hold-up or accidents, you can steer around on the first lap, gain a couple of positions, or take advantage of the safety car. The hards may work from the start, do you think, Carrera?
It's definitely an interesting one, because obviously the very first stint is not going to be the best one, because you've got high fuel, and obviously you're in traffic and a lot of battles, so hards you could definitely do a hard medium, or sometimes the other way around, medium hard. But like you said, if there's any safety car, or you manage these hards really well, then you could actually then go to the softs, because obviously then you have low fuel run and you can actually extend those softs.
Yeah.
So it's either going to be a hard medium or a hard soft, but we're just going to have to wait and see what their pace is, how they're managing their tyres. As Ray Pepper disqualified, so I wondered he must have come into contact with someone else.
Yeah, so not great for him. That will affect his rhythm off the start, and it may affect his launch if he gets cold tyres perhaps. But the drivers are all ready. We're more than ready to get the game going and enjoy round 13 here at... Just trying to get a good camera angle. Apologies, can't seem to get one. It's lights out and go, go, go in Bahrain. Looks like Dawadek away well. He's got attention on the inside from the Williams, on the outside from the Haas. I think Dawadek will probably get the better run out of everybody through here. Prime almost touching on the way through, but Prime jumped several places to make a great start. FedEx held station in P4. Lots of movement going on down the grid on the way into turn 4, as you often see. Mystic Joker it is in the Williams, going 3 wide on the way into turn 5, touching the back of FedEx runner. A bump and run. I think Mystic Joker got out of it for fear of getting a penalty for that one, as FedEx burns up the inside front tyre and is being followed very closely by Waitsy. Carrera, did you spot any contact or issue further down?
Yeah, definitely turn 1, and there's a bit of contact now down here. Storm and Quinn making contact. The worst part, and actually Storm had damage into turn 1. He's got damage on the right hand side, and it's the worst thing because he's on the hard.
Storm's going to be fuming after that one. Yeah, I think he called out Quinn for his consistency in driving earlier in the week in the Discord, and unfortunately has fallen foul. But all those hard runners really lost out at the start. Look at the way that the tyres affected them. Bacon went straight up as Waitsy's having a try on FedEx runner. Waitsy's had a real return to form recently, and he's tucked back under. I think maybe just tried that move at a corner too early. The Williams of Mystic Joker is ghosting right now. I hope he hasn't gone onto AI optionally. I hope that's just a normal disco. It's defending on the inside though, and FedEx looking to get a good drive out of 4. The other Alfa Romeo, I think, of Lightning just squirreling around there in the dirty air behind his teammate. But great start from Lightning.
Yep, sorry to mention the Storm is stuck in the pit lane. Beetle retired and he can't get anywhere, and he's just going on the way now. So he pitted and he just got held up. for around like 15 seconds.
This is not gonna, yeah, it's not gonna help Storm's regard towards the towards the racing and the division in general. Encountering those terrible glitches tonight. Yeah.
So not only he's so much down from everyone else, but he's not going to get these mediums to the end. He's going to have to pit again.
Yeah, and he's been forced into a less optimal strategy, of course, as well. Yeah, he's going to have to two-stop. He's going to have to probably three-stop, I think. That's really forced his hand.
If he's got two sets of mediums, he can go now medium.
Right. Oh, I think I've just seen a car off in the background. FedEx lost it into the last turn. FedEx down to P9. Whether he was helped into that or not is hard to say, but it looks like BMW coming down the outside. FedEx forced to defend. He's got dirty tyres, compromised grip. It's all getting racy down there into turn 1, but FedEx, dramatic drop of form, and this is not going to help the AlphaTauri.
Bacon on the outside, BMW. He's got the moose done. BMW stays on the inside.
Good racing room.
Close. And it's close. Two cars won't work here.
No, but they're keeping it clean. Bacon trying to go right, stay on the inside, but he's going to lose out to Lankavas, I think, into turn 7. No, they stay side by side. Bacon has been got through that by Lankavas. Takes a big wide line into turn 9. That might work for him on traction, as the cars are already lapping one of the McLarens, it looks like. No, is that Cohen with damage dropping down?
I'm not sure. He's got no damage. He's just slowed right down as if he had a issue with some engine or gearbox or whatever. As if it was a real life issue. Just, yeah. I don't know what happened there. And he's just gone wide.
Maybe missed a gear or something, but yeah.
Something's not right with his gear. He's revved so much into gear 1 when he went off. So I don't know what's happened there. Maybe there's something wrong with his wheels, controller, whatever he's racing on.
Yeah.
Down to 15, 7 places down where he was.
Definitely a problem there. I think Mystic Joker is recovering and is now defending from Fry Pepper, who is all over the back of him. DRS open. He's going to try and get the inside on 4, but it looks like, I was going to call, the Williams has got the momentum. They'll stay together through 5, try and hold it through 6. Look at this side-by-side action. This is tremendously respectful racing from these two. This is experienced league racers who know that the race is never won on lap 4. This is absolutely commendable from them. Waitsy watching behind them, hoping to get involved in the battle as well. Mystic Joker still on the attack, still in DRS. Just waiting and watching for the opportunity from Fry Pepper. Prime, of course, has got up to P2 from the start. Fry Pepper up 3 places, and he's already in that podium position he was hoping to get into. But of course, in terms of strategy, we may see something different from our medium and hard starters.
Sorry to cut in. Storm's just gone off. He's completely went in the wall. I was going to say I'm surprised he hasn't retired, being this far down, having to pit, but I think now he is. Damage. I think this is it for Storm. Unless he's going to stay in this and pray for a safety car, because he's got damage left hand side now. Well,
a safety car is still pretty likely, you have to say, on recent form, and I hope he does stay with it. But if not, if he's touring to the pits for retirement, we will try and talk to him and find out what went wrong.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he retires, because if he pits now, I think it'd be very close to him being lapped by Dowdeck. Just looking on the map now, looking how close Dowdeck and Storm is. Yeah, it's not looking good, especially if the pit stop will take longer to get rid of that wing, put a new one on, so... Yeah.
So, a minute 14 he is behind.
Yeah, even though safety car could be possible, it's just going to come down, and I don't believe you can unlap yourself. Safety car, and he's just spun it as well. He's just controlled it. Just well on the gravel track. So.
Well, I'll stay with the action, but yeah, we'll rely on you to keep us informed of what's happening. Dowdek currently has the fastest lap right now as well. But yeah, just to call out, Bacon 4 places up. He did start on the softs from I think P13, so that worked for him in terms of track position. It won't work for him with relative speeding in the pit lane penalty for Storm and a retirement. Yeah, that's sort of retiring with a bang, and it's as close to a rage quit as we permit in Celeritas, I think. But yeah, he's clearly had enough, and who can blame him? It'd be great if we can try and get in touch with him and find out what went wrong tonight. Here he comes, hopefully, but maybe he'll have time to collect his thoughts before and take a breath. Yeah, we've got one of his thoughts already in the Discord, and that wasn't suitable for broadcast anyway. The Racing Points are together down in the further reaches of the grid, close to the points. Nice battle from 10th down to 12th at the moment. BMW in the Renault, ironically, and there's Bacon just up ahead, trying to make that soft strategy work. But BMW's on the softs as well. He's back where he started. Yeah, we'll check in with tyre age, because if our drivers have been pushing hard, some of those softs will start to go off pretty soon. The next 2-3 laps, I imagine, without the help of a safety car to turn up. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on the track. But it looks like we've got Storm with us. Storm, we weren't hoping to talk to you so soon tonight.
Yeah, this game is unbelievable. Codemasters really has to fix their games. First of all, the lobby glitches out, so we have to really make a new lobby. Well, I get damage into turn 1, was my own fault. Yeah, that was really my own fault, so I had to pit for a new front wing. Beetle went into the pits right in front of me, he retired, but his car stayed in the middle of the pit lane.
Yeah.
So I got held up for like maybe 20 seconds.
That was crazy.
I couldn't do anything, so yeah.
And was it a blitz run on the way out of the pits? Were you driving angry at that point and then spun again, or was there another problem with Codemasters?
Yeah, probably what you said.
Okay. Because we were excited to see what you were going to do with those hard tyres tonight. While we're talking, Waitsy was the first one to pit, and then we caught his teammate Lightning struggling around on these 6-lap old softs. So those guys obviously pushing too hard to make the tyres work. But yeah, Storm, it looked like you had the perfect starting position tonight.
Yeah, definitely. My quali pace is really bad around this track, and I saw that Bacon did a 1:26.0, so I had to improve by 4.5 tenths. And when I came out of the last corner, I was 4.5 tenths up.
Yeah.
And I just made it to a P11, so yeah, I was really happy with that. And I was really excited for the race, but yeah.
Yeah,
just my bad luck.
Yeah, definitely. Sad to see you exit so early, and obviously not a good night for your for trying your patience. As Dawidek, similarly, I'm sure is probably fuming in that helmet as well. I imagine Dawidek's pretty annoyed at having to rebuild the server again. Yeah, hopefully better luck next time, and hopefully things will improve for you.
Yeah, hopefully I can use some luck next week.
Definitely, yeah. Borrow some off Dawidek, who's going really well at the moment. FedEx just overtook Lightning as we saw on screen, so he's on a bit of a recovery. I think Lightning's tyres have definitely had enough, but he's staying out there maybe to try and make his preferred strategy work. We'll keep an eye on Waitsy as well, because of course he was in front of Lightning before the pits, and depending on his traffic situation, he may well maintain that or try to undercut Fry Pepper. Did you see anything, Carrera, while we were talking to Storm?
Yeah, lots of things. Battle for 7 going on. Impossible Bacon, Lancavas and Quinn. And DJ Death Dragon now is right on the outside, trying to have a look down there, but that's not going to work.
Whoa!
But as well,
and Quinn loses it. Quinn loses it already. He's going to keep going, I'm pretty sure. Spin turn. That's helped Waitsy no end. Waitsy gets by him, but Quinn, we just happened to be watching as he lost it on, I think he may have touched that dreaded inside curb on the fast switchbacks. Sorry, Carrera, what else?
Yeah, I was going to say, I was kind of surprised when I saw that, but I saw Ferrari spinning. That was Will on the back straight in the middle of it. So I'm not sure how or why he was spinning. It wasn't on the exit. It was right in the middle. So I think he must have had contact with someone to spin there. He had damage, so he did pit.
Yeah.
And as talking about pit stops, Quinn's in the pit stop now. One actually going to retire. No, he's going on the medium.
Okay. Well, I think he pitted from softs, did he, Quinn, or was he one of the hard tyre starters?
He was actually just on medium, so I'm not sure what strategy he's going to go, but he's definitely going to have to pit again. So maybe he's looking for a medium soft. That's definitely possible.
Yeah. Just to compound things for Storm, and I mustn't laugh really, but it's laugh or cry. Storm's recording clip didn't work either. So what can go wrong went wrong for Storm tonight, and let's hope that's all of its bad luck out of the way in one race. Kind of a Hamilton catastrophe type of race going on there for him.
Yeah, that glitch, nothing Storm did wrong there. My teammate Ash in Division 2, Hungary, he had the same exact thing. Driver retired and FedEx and Lightning pit as well.
Yeah, I'm not surprised to see Lightning. Okay.
But DJ Death Dragon's going to stay out. He's on the hard, so he's definitely not going to pit at this stage.
So Prime from P2 pits now. He wasn't particularly close to Dawidek, but I wonder if Dawidek's been holding some tyre use back for this very moment to be able to use his warm tyres. Let's see how hard he's pushing, making some adjustments on the steering wheel as he goes through. Will he react immediately? I presume that would be your call, Carrera. Would you react now and pit to defend from the undercut?
Well, the undercut is strong around here. We know the one lap can make quite a bit of a difference, but as well, degradation is high. So if you do go for an undercut, you are sacrificing a lap of tire performance at the end of that scheduled race. So, but considering who can undercut, if Mystic Joker made an undercut now, he would gain, but I don't think he would actually gain track position. 4.5, 4.6 seconds down.
Dawidek is reacting immediately.
Reacting.
I've just also caught Waitsy on nice warm prepared tyres. Was pretty close to Prime during his warm-up phase. Prime went onto the hards, as did Fry Pepper, FedEx Runner, Lightning and Bacon, all going for that soft hard strategy, either with an eye to pushing the hards really strongly and being able to really lean on the tyres and again go for a last lap run on them. Or here comes Mystic Joker coming out the pits. It looks like Waitsy got him on the undercut. Waitsy pitting 2 laps earlier than these guys. He's also now on the medium, so he'll have better pace compared to the hard runners. And Lankovas Death Dragon inherit the lead of the race. Oh, Waitsy's just got it wrong. Going through turn 4, I think, lost a lot of time to Prime, and Mystic Joker is now on the hunt for his place back. Dawidek currently P3. He got out in plenty of time ahead of Prime. He's even got Snarf in between him on those old tyres. So current order on lap 11 of 29 is Lankovas, Death Dragon. Those two need to pit again. Dawidek might be pitted to the end. Snarf needs to pit, and then Prime, Waitsy, Mystic Joker, Fry Pepper, FedEx Runner and Lightning.
I was going to say, a safety car at this moment could help, or not could, it will help Lankovas. The car that's off yellow flag is now green. So
yeah.
Maybe I was jinxing it already.
As you said, safety car, the yellow flag came out. I thought that was great.
Yeah, but Lankovas around 11 laps, so he still has a few more laps in his mediums, but it'll definitely start to fade away now, especially although Dawidek is on the hards, they're just a lot fresher, so I'd expect Dawidek to catch up.
A late defence just ahead of the braking zone from Waitsy. It was only one move, but it was very late, almost a block. as he definitely has to defend now from Mystic Joker on the outside. Turn 4, DRS move. How much room does Waitsy give him? He's very generous with room on the outside there, Carrera. I think he had room to be a little bit stricter on defence, but he's lived to fight here. Waitsy, sensible driver generally speaking, and can continue defending. Looks like Mystic Joker's going to keep trying. We've got cars all in a line down the back straight right now. Mystic Joker almost under the gearbox of Waitsy, who gives him that little bit of room on the entry into turn 10. Waitsy definitely on different lines, and it really looks like Mystic Joker's being held up here, Carrera.
Yeah, it's very tricky here because, especially for Frey Pepper, if he wants to make a move, the other car ahead of him has got that DRS and slipstream, and as well the tyre is different. Although it's only 3 laps, Waitsy's still going to have better traction.
He got him on before the final corner, which gave Waitsy the DRS. Waitsy's coming straight back at him, and of course he had slightly better drive out of the last corner. Moves to the inside. Bacon's trying to get all of this. A little bit of contact between the Williams and Waitsy's Alfa Romeo, but Waitsy holds the inside line. Bacon trying to go up the middle of both of them. They're going to try and go 3 into turn 4. I think Bacon's going to get it both. What a sequence of driving, but he had a little wiggle on the way out and into 5. Into 5, Mystic Joker gets them back, but Bacon profited most out of that one. And again, fantastic driving from these Division 1 drivers.
Yeah, I was going to say that battle between Frey Pepper, Mystic Joker and Waitsy almost gave me flashbacks there from yesterday's race. Said, well, 3 cars are not going to go there. But yeah, it's not good for Waitsy because although he pitted earlier, he kind of has to make up the ground. He's on the faster tyre, and I don't think he's going to get these mediums to the end. So if he's going to pit again, he's got to make up the time, but unfortunately that's not going to happen. And now that he's the last car in this trio, Frey Pepper's just going to get the slipstream and DRS effect, so he's just going to get held up more.
Yeah. Prime finally got by Snuff, just there on screen, and I think Dawadek has got by Lankavas, re-inherited second because Lankavas is pitting, and the gaps opened up between Mystic Joker, Waits and Waitsy. Waitsy's now looking behind him more than he is in front of him, with I'm sure that's so Frey Pepper in between Waitsy. Snuff having problems?
Snarf just went off. I'm not sure if he's just giving way. I don't see why he would give way because he's not being lapped.
No.
I think he went off, but I don't know if he's got damage. Left wing looks fine.
Waitsy trying again on Frey Pepper. Oh, right, very close. Now he's going back into almost an impossible overtake on turn 8 or 7. I'm not sure how you classify that one, but down into 9, and he'll try and get DRS. But yeah, surprising that Waitsy hasn't been able to use these mediums. Is it time to change strategy if they're not working for him, or should he just stick with them and run the softs at the end?
Well, I was looking at the other medium runners. Lankavas, he did 13 laps on his mediums and on higher fuel runs, so obviously he's going to be more aware. So if he did 13 laps, if Waitsy pitted now, he would just about have 1 lap, 2 laps extra than what Lankavas did. But bear in mind, you will have the lower fuel, so in a way, he could pit again for mediums. But if these mediums are not working, we don't want to go onto the same tyre. But it's going to be interesting because it's way too early for the softs, and I wouldn't see why he would go on the hards as well. But it's looking like the hard runners are getting a lot better, or a lot better traction than what you would think. And
at this moment in time, the hards do look like the tyre to be on.
Yeah, and the hards, where they benefit is longer through the strategy towards the end, and they're only 4 laps old compared to Waitsy's 7. So, but if Waitsy's going to pit, I'd say pit at lap 20. No way he can pit now for the softs. They will not go to the end.
I suppose it's possible he's already scrubbed these mediums in given his session allocation, maybe he did a quali run on them or something. But yeah, unusual to see him struggling on the better tyre, effectively, to defend from the other drivers. And his car seems a lot looser than the hard tyre runners that he's been fighting with. 2 second gaps are the order of the day today. It looks like we've got Death Dragon behind Dawadek, Prime behind Death Dragon, Mystic Joker behind them, and then after this short gap, then it's 2 second gaps all the way down to 11th.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Waitsy's tyres though, it's only 7 laps, so that you can easily do, not easily, but you can do at least like 8 laps on the clock. So yeah, it's just very surprising, and he's just not managing to close enough to Fry Pepper, who's on hard, and you should be thinking that he'd get close enough on the final corner to a point you can actually send it into turn 1, but it's just not happening for Waitsy. It's just maybe he pushed too much on that undercut and absolutely shredded them.
Yeah, yes, he certainly had to navigate a bit of traffic on that first outlap. Prime hunting down Death Dragon. He's getting within range now quite quickly, but he will now be suffering from some dirty air. He's going to have to pounce on Death Dragon as quickly as possible. Death Dragon's tyres are 15 laps old. He obviously started on those hards, so that he was outside the top 10 and has got the car right up to P2. And without a safety car, this could be amazing for him. Obviously, if we get a safety car, the field will condense and nullify all the position gains that he's got. But yeah, it's a good drive so far from Death Dragon to get so far up.
Yeah, good drive from Mystic Joker on his first Division 1 race, P4. I assume he moved up to P3 when the DJ Death Dragon hits. I'm sure he'll have to pit.
Just looking at Death Dragon has gone up now 12 spaces as Prime goes by on DRS, but 12 positions in 17 laps is no mean feat from Death Dragon.
Yeah, and Waitsy is saying that Waitsy gets past Fry Pepper into turn 1, amazing run out of the final corner, so he's finally started to find back time, but now Fry Pepper's going to just get the DRS back, and I think he's too far back. He is. He's not going to surely not send it into turn 4. So Waitsy's managed to get those mediums back.
Yeah.
Good sign.
Interesting, isn't it? Interesting that that maybe the initial grip of the hards was too much for him to cope with, but now his mediums will have more grip and heat, surface temperature and everything compared with the hards. Hopefully he can start to make that kind of gap that he needs to make up for his next pit stop that will be definitely required. Death Dragon is trying to hang on to Prime, going to ride the DRS as long as he possibly can, and that will only help his strategy here. The further he falls back, the worse the pit stop is going to affect him. But so far, with the gaps across up and down the grid, it's only going to help him because safety cars less likely. And just noticing, of course, 3rd and 4th is now the Williams cars, so don't often see that team doing so well. But in the battle for the championship for the constructors, Prime is not being helped by the fact of not having a teammate tonight to help him defend against Dawadek and FedEx Runner. I'm kind of expecting a little bit more from FedEx Runner though as well. I know he had some drama on the early laps, but I'm expecting more of a recovery. What about you, Carrera?
Yeah, I was actually watching him for a few laps. He just stayed in P8 where I think he had contact and then he went into P8. Yeah. But obviously in the lap, for a few laps then, people started to pit, so he moved up. But considering his pace in quali P4, and obviously we knew he had more pace to go up, maybe P3 or maybe even P2, it was so close. It's not very good sign, and I believe he has a penalty as well. It does indeed. It's 3 seconds of penalty, so he only has to gain 4 seconds to Fray Pepper, but he's going to have to push a 3 seconds gap ahead, so yeah, it's just not going well for him.
No, not at all, but obviously the points will help outscore, as long as Dawadek is in front of Prime, they'll outscore Haas, but any points for FedEx will be good for the teams championship, but obviously it'd be ideal for them to take advantage of there only being one Haas driver to compete with tonight. Will's got a 5-second penalty, which isn't the normal ones that we see for track limits, so I wonder if maybe his pit stop caused an issue.
Yeah, that's got to be a speeding in the pit lane. If there was a safety car, that could be an option, but obviously we haven't had one yet. But interesting on Felix's penalty, Lightning's roughly around 4 seconds back, so if Lightning starts to push, he could snatch P7 here. He's got 10 laps to go, 11 on the set of hards, and I believe they're on the same lap as Felix. Yes, both 8 laps, so he's going to have to do 11 laps now. So, you never know, he could push, but he just seemed to drop back a bit. He's looking rather a lot, I'd say, for Temple.
Wow. Frypepper's still hunting down Waitsy, and that's our closest battle. Death Dragon is within DRS of his teammate, which is interesting because he's on much older tyres. I think that's Mystic Joker has now got past his teammate, in fact. So Mystic Joker back up to the podium position. Presumably he was given a little assistance from his Williams teammate to make the strategies work.
Joker's on 7-lap-old hards. DJ Death Dragon is on 18 laps, so
yeah,
I would assume he'd pit, but
are they about to die, those?
The thing is, he'd drop 18 laps around here. I mean, if you can do around 8 laps on the softs, I'd assume, seeing from Lankovac, he did 14 laps on the medium, and he does go into the pit. As I was trying to figure out whether he'd pit, he just made my answer very clear.
Well, yeah, 11 laps are possible, I believe, certainly according to Storm on the softs at the end of the race when the track's rubbered in. Frypepper coming down the outside of Waitsy. I think he's going to get this done before the braking zone. Waitsy's going to keep trying, sticks his nose up at the inside, but Frypepper just gave enough racing room to maintain momentum and heads down towards turn 4. I don't think Waitsy's close enough this time, but he's going to try and stay with him through to the next DRS zone, and this battle recommences. This really has been ding-dong between these drivers all the way through the race so far.
Waitsy's lost it. Waitsy's out. Oh no, he's managed to keep it going, but he's off. As we say that, I was about to say he's managed to find these mediums back.
Almost rejoins across the bow of Lightning, his teammate. Almost crossed into the path of him. He will have been ghosted, but it'd been very distracting for Lightning. Waits' tyres, I'm sure, have had enough at 12 laps.
Yeah, he's got
burned through his tyres tonight, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's got major right front wing damage, so he's going to have to look how much he's going off on the curb. He's just going to lose so much time. Let way, don't cause any more issues. He's got a 3-second penalty as well.
Yeah, he just ran outside time limits.
Would fix.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's clear you're going slow and you've got damage and the game realise that, it should just not give you a penalty.
I saw a clip. I saw a driver's clip just this week where someone was hit across. I think it was in Bahrain. I think they were hit across the apex of a corner, held it, managed to power drift across back onto the track, and were given a time penalty. Then got contact from someone overtaking them, and were given a disqualification within about 2 corners for absolutely zero fault. What makes me nervous is everyone being excited for the new game and starting a season like 2 weeks old into the new game, and we're just if we think the glitches are bad now, I think they're going to be awful at the start of the new game.
Yeah, it's going to be a weird one because as well, although the cars are really similar, they took a massive chunk of that floor. So the amount of speed you can take through the corners, obviously they are slower than last year's cars.
Yeah.
But obviously it's going to be different. The driving physics are all going to be different for the corners. Obviously, some corners that you could normally take flat out, you probably could still take, but definitely corners around here you take differently, and we've seen the lap times compared to 2020 and 2021 this year. But yeah,
absolutely.
the bugs can be an issue, but
and it's a year-long thing. The bugs, it's absolutely, it's just it's consistent. And for something like £79 sterling for the digital deluxe edition, I'm not super excited about spending that money for a game that's going to be more glitchy than this one. Just to keep track of what's going on, Death Dragon rejoined. He has pitted onto softs, and he's caught Lankavas at a alarming rate of knots. He's going to get past him already, and his journey to recover those positions on soft tyres relative to all the hard runners ahead of him. He's got 7 laps to go. Can he get himself any further up the top 10?
That's not going to help because he's got the next car. Actually, sorry, he could get above, definitely above, but as well, FedEx got 3 seconds of penalties, so that's going to help him, and he could definitely make seven laps of these tires.
Yeah, I think 5th is on for him tonight, isn't it?
I believe, yeah, 5th could be a thing. 4th would be a real challenge to ask him, but this is an important stint for him now. He's going to have to make every corner and every straight work.
Look at this rate he's caught Lightning. That is pretty crazy. That's almost a second in less than a lap. He's caught up with Lightning here.
Yeah, Lightning's... He's going to obviously fight for track position, but he's not going to make life too difficult, even old hards compared to a fresh set of softs. So... DJ Death Dragon looking on the side, just stayed within the DRS line.
I think he wants
the DRS line as Lightning nearly lost it there.
Absolutely. Bravery from Death Dragon, sticking himself on the outside of a car that was struggling for traction. That was pretty brave and confident in Lightning. Lightning comes back at him. Contact! Contact into turn 1. Lightning trying to defend that move. I know you just called that he wasn't going to make life too hard for him, but he definitely did.
Yeah, that could have taken Death Dragon out, potentially out of P5 and all that. I don't see how that would have worked, honestly. I would obviously fight for every position I could make, but when you're talking about 12 lap old hards you're on, compared to 2 laps fresh softs, I don't see how you could really even compete with that. Obviously make everything work, but it's still I don't think it was a great. It was an optimistic move, but it was not a great one. But he's now got Lankavas right on the back. He's not going to get into this corner, and it does not. But Lankavas on 4 lap younger tyres than Lightning, so would suspect that Lankavas could overtake Lightning's locking up. And so is Lankavas going to overtake him now? He's going to want the DRS. Lightning going to play a slow game. Yes, Lightning's backed off just to get the DRS now. Mind games right here.
Good catch on that one. Lightning just trying to play the strategic game here. He's got great overspeed,
I think this is probably the most overpowered straight or extreme male DRS.
Lightning's got great top speed through here. He's really driving incredibly well. Let's head up to the further up the grid as Mystic Joker has now caught Prime, and Prime might be challenged for that second place. How the mighty fall with recent performances from Prime here.
Yeah, it's Joker's on a 1 lap fresher tyre than Prime, but it's one thing to catch, it's one thing to overtake. But we've seen how easy it's just been for Lightning to get past Lankavas. Or apologies, actually Lightning's got back from Lankavas. Lankavas made the move. So he's going back. I believe that must have been through turn 4.
Those two are going to be, they're going to be super back and forth with each other as Mystic Joker is going to try and make a move here. He's only 1/10 behind Prime. He's just taking it patiently. Prime wasn't ready to commit to a defense. I think he's going to try and get him into turn 4 though. Here they come.
Yeah.
Over the crest.
Run, but it's not enough.
No, he hasn't got the top speed, has he?
That's the thing here. You want this second place, especially from a driver like Prime, but they're both on the podium. You don't want to ruin that. But yeah, obviously push as much as you can. And actually, just looking, I think Prime's gained to Dowdick, because I remember the time staying at 4.6.
Yeah.
4.2 now, but it was 4.1 and almost 4.
I don't know
It's
if
actually just gone back.
Dawidek is just relaxing, keeping the gap tonight, or this represents his top pace. I would fancy he's probably just keeping some tyre life back for a fastest lap attempt at the end, or just not wanting to push too hard and chew up the tyres too much.
Yeah. Well, he is on a lap fresher tyre than Prime, so in a way he could challenge as well for fastest lap. But there's some drivers out there on softs. But I was going to credit and as we
lost
lose
Will. Yeah.
In the pit lane, so he's retired from that. But I was going to credit BMW oversteer, or I'd say oversteer all the time. I'm not sure how it's exactly pronounced, but credits to him. He dropped down to P14, P15, quite a long way, and he's P11. So he's on fresh set of softs. The question is, can he gain enough to bake in?
Lightning just lost out to Lankavas. It looks like Lightning lost that place. Sorry, Carrera. Just to update our stream watchers, because we're not watching that one on screen. We're watching Mystic Joker for the podium with Prime. Please continue.
More mind games here.
Yeah.
More mind games here. Lightning actually backed off again, but it's managed to work out fine. So no issues there. But
yeah, as long as it's clean, it's okay, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, you know, you wanna have the best opportunity for you, but keeping on the timings between FedEx and DJ Death Dragon, it's now, I believe, just under 3 seconds, is it? Or is it 3? Apologies, just checking.
3.4, I think, is the interval. Yeah. So I think Death Dragon's going to get that 5th place, because I think he's going to get close enough to FedEx.
Yeah, although the softs will start to lose its grip, the hards, he's on 15 lap old hards, so that's just, he's not going to have much to fight against. Yeah, 3.2 seconds now, it's just dramatically reducing. But as well, keeping an eye on BMW, 7.8.
Here comes
tricky.
Mystic.
Same situation.
Here comes Mystic, swipes to the outside of Prime. Prime only gave him the outside, locks up onto the into turn 1, little touch of contact. That it didn't work that time. Prime is not ready to give up 2nd place tonight. And yeah, Mystic Joker lost quite a lot of time coming out of turn 3 after that touch.
Yeah, had to back off. Ooh. So Lightning played the mind games once again. Not very surprised by that. Lankavas went on the grass. I'm not sure that's going to help him, but he's going to fight back into turn 1. Hopefully give each other space for turn 2. Lightning being pushed off a little bit. Lankavas now getting the one on the outside.
Look at this,
side by side, wheel to wheel. Lightning's going to send it into turn 4, nearly taking the wheel of Lankavas. That could easily spin him round, but
so close.
Just managed ever so slightly. And yeah, the gap between DJ Death Dragon and FedEx is 2.3, so I believe that's game over, unfortunately, for FedEx, unless he can pull something out.
Yeah.
I think DJ Death Dragon's got it.
Maybe he's saving his ERS or something. But as Lightning now been able to, Lightning's got nothing left to fight with, I don't think. I think that's it.
FedEx has got barely any ERS, so he must have used it, so he's just got nothing to fight with.
Yeah, talking about ERS, I've just seen Mystic Joker derating in his battle with Prime. I think Prime is a pretty expert ERS saver, but will he be able to defend from Mystic Joker right to the end? I wondered if Mystic Joker was just biding his time here and waiting patiently, but no, he's going to keep trying nearly every DRS zone. He's trying to get Prime. Prime takes a wide line, risks track limit abuse penalty. I'm sure he would have got a warning for that particular journey through. That was reminiscent of Verstappen's line through turn 4 and the exit.
Yeah, very risky there, because if that's a 3-second penalty, that's it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't risk it, I'd back off, but I think he must know how many warnings he's got, and Prime barely gets any penalties out. So,
yeah.
I'm sure Prime knows what he's doing, but can't do that anymore. But all Mystic Joker's got to do is save the ERS now, even that back straight or the straight before the final corner. He'll still be within DRS, so just save it for that main straight. That's all he can do to give him a shot, but he's very close here. I wonder if Prime's going to actually let him get a DRS and then get the DRS on him, but no. So this is Mystic Joker's not final attempt. He's got another attempt into 10th floor, but he's got DRS back wide open. ERS 3%, extremely low. And he's just not catching him at a rate he wants, but he's just going to have to back off there, and he's barely getting any ERS. He's going to have to pull out a miracle here into turn 4. DRS wrap wide open. Is it going to be enough though? I think Prime's got it covered, and he has.
It's back and forth with these two. Dawadek has started his final lap as well. It's crunch time to make this move for Mystic Joker.
Yeah, there's no risks of well, they don't have any penalties, so
yeah,
it's all about track position here. But unless Prime makes a mistake, even this upcoming straight, I don't think it's long enough.
When do you go for it? When do you go for it, Carrera?
He's going to have a very good exit.
He's got no ERS to fight with, but then Prime's run out as well.
Yeah, he's going to have to... The thing is, he's got a straight coming up now, but even with the DRS, he just couldn't gain on the other straight. So
and they've just slowed themselves down relative to Dawadek, who is about to go into the final corner. Imperious drive from Dawadek. This has been absolutely perfect work from him. Sweeps across, celebrates his win, and takes the win there for AlphaTauri. Prime is going to get a defence across the line. I'm sure those two will have mutual respect after that kind of a battle. Prime comes in second place, losing out points for Haas relative to AlphaTauri, and Mystic Joker gets that third place. It was so close. Fry Pepper, ooh, that's risky behaviour on the line. He gets fourth. Death Dragon recovered on the soft tyres to get fifth place. FedEx in the other AlphaTauri sixth. Lankavas is going to cross the line in seventh. Snarf gets leapfrogged by Lightning due to penalty difference, I think. So Lightning 8th, Snarf 9th. Bacon going to cross the line with Waitsy right behind him, weaving across the track. Oh. Contact right at the end. Bacon got it.
No.
Waitsy.
What's going to happen there? Oh, and Waitsy's BMW's gone straight into. That's a very... I don't know, we've seen it with Ray Pepper, we've seen it with Waitsy, and we've got Quinn now.
Quinn driving all over the place as well. Everybody's having fun at the end.
I'm not sure if this is a crazy lobby or an F1 league race right now, but...
Yeah, there we go. Death Dragon making up all those places as it looks like Quinn's having some sort of physical issue in the car. But your winner, of course, Dawadek, takes the winner's trophy tonight. Fantastic stuff. Yeah, Death Dragon 15th to 5th. Very good. Champagne time for Dawadek, Prime, and Death Dragon representing Poland, Finland, and the USA. Wow, cracking race. Not quite as much action as we've seen recently, but much more respectful driving. Some absolute just tremendous battles tonight there. I think Carrera's going to try and organise our press conference at the end. So Dawadek takes the win from Prime and Mystic Joker. Fry Pepper 4th. Death Dragon with a driver of the day performance and fastest lap by some margin on those soft tyres at the end. Great drive for 5th. FedEx runner 6th. Lankavas 7th. Quiet race from him, but successful nonetheless. Lightning, Snarf, Bacon are your top 10. Then Waitsy, Oostevere, Quinith, Pinty, Will, Storm, Cohen, and Beetle retired early from the race. Wow. Lots and lots of action. We'll catch up with our drivers as they come in to chat. But yeah, really good race. Hope you enjoyed it on the stream. If you've got questions for our drivers on the podium, do pop them in the chat for us. That'd be pretty cool. And I'll try and keep you informed of the comments that I can read out from the Discord. Yeah, so Good stuff. I think we're going to talk with our race winner and pole sitter, Dawidek. Are you with us?
Yeah, hello.
Hello. Wow.
Yeah, how's it going?
That was pretty good. You'll take that, I'm sure.
Yeah, that was not, yeah, I would take that any day.
So was it worth rebuilding this session just to get that race win in the end?
I mean, it was kind of in my favor, to be honest, because that means I got fresh tires at the start, so I could go 1 lap longer, which
Right.
made it easier. So if anything, it played into the hands of the top 10 runners. That
Yes.
reset.
Yeah. But were you managing your pace through the last half of the race there? It looked like you were just keeping a 4-second gap. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just saving ERS and trying not to spin like I did last week. That was about it.
Yeah. So yeah, just looking after the car, concerned about possible safety car at the end or something like that. But we had a lot of finishes tonight.
Well.
We had some really good driving up and down the grid. Did you have any trouble after the pit stops coming through traffic?
Not really. Just DJ was a bit harder to pass than I expected. So I actually wasted like all my ERS trying to get past. So that was like the only mistake I guess I made.
Okay. He was very fast. He got the fastest lap. He made up the most places. Driver of the day. He really was. He had it nailed on. I think if he'd have nailed his quali, I think he would have been more of a challenge to you and Prime today.
Yeah, definitely.
But a satisfying win to get one over Prime again.
Yeah, feels good. Not gonna lie, feels good.
Yeah, so some tremendous driving there. I don't know if you were in a chat or anything with your teammate, but he had a bit more drama, but you did manage to outscore Haas tonight collaboratively.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I wasn't in a party this time, because I don't know. See, last week when I was in a party, I just feel like it distracted me, and that's maybe why I bought it. So I just decided to, play by myself today, and yeah, I mean, I got the win, so might have worked.
Excellent, yeah. And how much practice put in this week ahead?
For this race?
Yeah.
Only today.
Too busy showing off in time trial fast laps.
I just had other races this week. I've got a pretty busy schedule, so for Celeritas, I can't really practice much apart from on the day and maybe Wednesday or something.
Yeah.
So pretty happy, at the end of the day.
It's a great performance and great to see. We won't mention Storm and his plight today. I'm sure you'll catch up with his. It won't take long to watch his stream, shall we say? If you wanted to see his race.
Some amount of bad luck this league as well.
Definitely. I think you passed it over though, didn't you? You passed it over to him.
Did.
All right. Well, I'm sure you're busy to get on practicing for your next event, so we won't keep you. But congratulations, Dawidek. Great drive.
All right. Thank you. All right.
Cheers, man. See you later. Well, sorry, Carrera. If you have questions you want to ask the next driver, then be my guest. Of course, you can take them all if you want. But are we expecting anybody else at this stage?
Yeah, Mystic is up for an interview. He's gonna invite Prime, obviously second place on the podium. So invited him, and
Brilliant.
we'll wait. But I'm unfortunately gonna have to head off now. Have a very late dinner, which is not a great thing. But
no problem.
Yeah.
Well, any closing thoughts, or is it sayonara from Carrera fan?
No, very good race from Death Dragon. Obviously, that's why he's got that drive of the day and fastest lap. So good recovery. It's always very difficult when you're in a podium position and then you have to pit and you drop far down.
Yeah.
But he put his head down, made the hunt, and P5. I'm sure he'd be happy with that.
Good stuff. Well, we appreciate you staying up and possibly delaying dinner. Enjoy your dinner, and we'll talk to you again soon. Thanks, Carrera.
All right, thank you.
Cheers, man. Prime, you joined us just as we were saying goodbye to Carrera fan. P2, how do you feel?
Well, after long 2 weeks of waiting, after racing once again on a good level, this felt very nicely. Battling against the Joker, it was quite intense on the last lap.
Absolutely, it was a cracking, very respectful drive from both of you, I thought.
The the space what he left, and also that he tried to go for the gap on some laps, but I was surprised that he didn't went for a gap. So yeah, he used his brave button, and luckily there was no damage. But did you see at one point of the battle I used the same tactic what Lewis Hamilton did on bar opening race, that he used the wide entry.
It was certainly very wide on turn 4. We saw at one point we thought you might have been risking a warning there.
Yeah, I wasn't caring about the warning. I just wanted to do for a meme because it was so hilarious in real life that how many times Hamilton used that.
Do you know? I'm pretty sure I called that out. I'm pretty sure I said it was reminiscent of Verstappen Hamilton battle. So yeah, it was good. But where were you losing pace to Dawidek today, do you think?
Well, in Bahrain, it's no-brainer that the driver in front can easily get good wear for the tires, and Dawidek used his tire management very successfully on the first laps. I tried to battle with him, but after lap 3, I wasn't even on his DRS, so he had good pace on this track, and I think he masters this track very nicely. But
it was good.
Strategy-wise, the soft hard was pretty good for both of us, even though the top 3 as well.
Yeah, definitely. It looked like you'd held on to quite a lot of ERS, but by the last 2 laps, you were completely out. It looked from our stream anyway. But I think Mystic Joker was trying to catch you with 0 ERS for like the last 5 laps.
Yeah, he was, and I was also on very, very dry ERS on final 2 laps.
Yep.
So I used all the ERS only on the main straight and on the 3rd DRS section. So no other way else.
You seem quite happy to give him the inside into turn 1, knowing that you had a good line and drive through turns 2 and 3. Yeah. Interesting tactics going on. We saw today a little bit of playing around with the DRS detection zone with Lightning and I think it was Lankovas when they were fighting. Lightning kept giving up a position just ahead of the DRS detection zone and getting him back each time. So it was pretty interesting tactically. You happy with the strategy overall? Would you have been tempted to try a different run?
I was quite okay with the strategy, but it was like optimal one to use the strategy soft to hards.
Yeah.
Like if we were starting, like if there wasn't that glitch before the start, I would go with the soft to hards. But if I was starting from the outside of top 10, that would have been very much a different strategy that I wasn't even trying in the qualifying to go start with the hards and finish on the mediums. But I need to say that medium tires are much better than the hards on this track. Yeah,
it did look that way. But the strategy is such that you pretty much have to use the hards at some stage. So yeah, you sort of take the pain with the hards just for their longevity. But yeah, good to see you up there, back on the podium. Do you feel good, or are you slightly disappointed not to get the win tonight?
I'm not disappointed. I'm just neutral. That it is good to grab another trophy on the podium to the cabinet. So it feels good. But I'm very interested at the moment. Is there now 3 races to go for the finish?
Correct. Yeah.
So. What are my championship chances at the moment?
I'm pretty sure you've almost certainly won it, but I didn't want to give you a coronation until I've got definite confirmation on the standings. I'm pretty sure that if we talk to you maybe at the start of the next session next week, I'm pretty sure we can give you the virtual trophy for the championship. But I can't confirm that until I've seen all the standings.
All right, because next week Singapore, then Austria, and then Mexico. Both 2 of those tracks are my favorite, the Singapore and Austrian, but I totally hate the final race, Mexico, because of the ERS development on the track is such cancer. But yeah, But yeah, next week Singapore, it's like driving in sauna,
Yep.
especially in virtually, and also that I'm driving on pad. It's going to be very sweaty to my fingers because Singapore is very, in my opinion, much difficult track than Monaco.
Definitely. Well, if you have won the championship, we did suggest that you qualify on hards or start at the back or something, so we can watch you race through the grid as well. But we'll look forward to seeing if we can confirm you as champion. It'd be great to talk to you before the race, maybe next week.
All right, sounds good.
Good stuff. Well, thanks a lot, Prime. And yeah, congratulations on another podium.
Thank you, and it was a good one to talk with you in 3 weeks.
Thanks a lot, man. See you later.
See ya.
I didn't catch on the stream whether we had Mystic Joker join us. Speak up if you have joined us. If not, I will just chat over this for a minute or two more. I don't know if Mystic Joker will be able to join. I think Carrera definitely invited him. He didn't get an invite, so bear with me. I will go and have a look, see if I can't give him an invite and see if we can talk to our third place driver. It'd be great to hear about that final battle, if possible. I'm going to struggle actually, Mystic Joker, because you've left the lobby and I'm not your friend at this point. So let me see if I can't search for you. But this is just going to take me a minute or two. Waitsy is ready to chat as well. I might invite Waitsy while I try and get hold of Mystic Joker. Sorry about this. It's going to be difficult for me to track him down with his username. I remember there were dashes all over the place and and hyphens and stuff like that. So, Mystic Joker, if you're listening on stream, you're going to need to add me as a friend because I can't find you. Webber Red 5. Oh, there you are. Mystic Joker. All right, give me a second. This is what happens when we have new people joining the stream. I'm not linked up with them properly. Mystic Joker -I again. Right, okay. Let's see if I can't find him there. Oh, the I's are lowercase L's. Oh dear me. Right, okay. Is that just to troll me or just as a joke? Right, I'll add you and I'll add Waitsy if he's still around. Hopefully he's been patient with us. Mystic Joker, just before you say hello, just make sure for me that you are able to see the you've checked your audio sharing settings on your party sharing to make sure that they're shareable. Oh, great. Okay. Well, Mystic, looked like that was quite the battle at the end there. Have you raced with Prime before?
I haven't raced.
No.
On the grid here tonight.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so what were your impressions racing with Prime?
Definitely intense. Definitely intense. No, it was very enjoyable.
It was great to watch actually. It looked like you both had enough respect for each other, but did you think you would get him in the end? I thought I was going to put my money on you getting him in the end there.
There was one point where I thought I was gonna get the move done, but unfortunately I caught a little bit of wheel spin and I just kind of ended that, and then I had to sit back another couple laps.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I just couldn't manage saving up enough ERS to mount an attack down the straights. I just couldn't do anything.
We saw you derating quite often towards the end of the race. Had you had to use it in battles previously in earlier parts of the race?
Yeah.
Right.
After I pitted and I went onto the hards, it was like pretty crazy battle between like three of us. And yeah, at one point I had to hold off two people trying to overtake me on both sides, and I ended up managing to come out on top of that fight. But that right there was very crucial to stay ahead
Yeah.
and then start working towards Prime. But unfortunately, because of that, I mismanaged my ERS and used up way too much.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, it was still a great race, and it looked like you really nailed the strategy tonight. Were you happy?
Yeah, I was felt pretty good. Quality, I feel like I could have given a little bit more. I don't know about it. I doubt I would have gotten pulled. Definitely not that, but very high 24s.
Yeah.
Or yeah, 24s. I feel like I could have. I mean, I was like right there. All in all, though, yeah, I enjoyed it. I was happy with my race pace. I always feel like my race pace around here is pretty good. So
Excellent. Yeah. So a lot of practice ahead of tonight's race, or are you just kind of really dialed in anyway with all the time you spend?
You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I woke up from a nap literally as I was told, hey, you're gonna be racing, and I was like, oh man,
sweet.
I am not ready for this. I am not ready for this at all.
Driving on instincts then, and coffee.
Oh man, yeah, it was rough. Like first half of quali, I really had to get dialed in, and then it wasn't until the last lap where I was like, okay, here we go. And
yeah,
I'm kind of getting into a rhythm.
Well, yeah, I think you're our third American driver to take part. We have two regular drivers in different divisions. One of them is I think he said it was in Jersey, and the other's in Texas. But I always imagine that it's usually sort of lunchtime, early afternoon. But all of you are late sleepers, so it's funny. It's quite funny. But yeah, I think there's actually it was one of the most impressive debut performances with our league I've seen in recent memory. And I'm sure you'd be very welcome to join one of our Formula C teams that race on a Tuesday night or a Tuesday afternoon your time, I guess. There's definitely a vacancy right now, so it's a team-based championship. So take a look, and I'm sure you'd be more than welcome.
Yeah, I'd be happy to take a look and see where we go from there with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell us the story behind your username.
Oh man. To be honest, it's kind of like just like a silly one that was just kind of like memes.
Yeah.
So Joker, I used to use a different username a very long time ago with Joker in it, and a friend of mine was just talking one random day. This is like such a very like silly and dumb story, but yeah, one day. It was around the time when the first Destiny game was gonna come out, and he was like talking about like, oh, you know, all this mystical stuff and mystic this and that, and I'm like, man, shut up already, you know, like no one wants to hear about that anymore or anything like that. And he's like, yo man, you should change your racing name to Mystic Joker, and I'm like, you're so dumb. Like I'm not gonna do that. And then so as a meme or just to mess around, I changed or I made a PSN because at the time you couldn't change it. I made a PSN with Mystic Joker, and yeah, it just kind of stuck because I ended up racing on this account for quite some time, and people just kind of knew me as Mystic Joker, you know,
right.
and from there, I used to race under another name as well for like a little bit in a couple leagues, but it was like very, very brief. F1 2016. It was like Forza Alonso or something like that. But yeah. So everywhere that I knew and people that I knew when it came to like leagues and whatnot, you know, they knew me as Mystic. So I was just like, all right, well, I guess I'm gonna just stick with it. Yeah. I would have personally would have liked to have stayed with like the username that I have like on for the YouTube comments and on Discord, but at this point it's just kind of already too late to turn back on that.
Got it. Yeah. And look forward to seeing you. Have you Division 1?
Reserving.
Okay.
Reserving,
Well,
yeah,
look
for
forward
sure.
to seeing you whenever you can next race with us. Yeah, we'll reorganize the divisions at the end of the season, and put the right people in the right places. So you've definitely got a strong pace.
Well, I appreciate it.
Good stuff. Well, yeah, thanks for stopping by, and thanks for waking up early enough to take part in the race tonight.
Yeah, it
Thanks,
was a very
man.
enjoyable race.
Good
Yeah,
stuff.
Thanks,
Well,
guys. Take care.
good to talk to you. Thanks a lot. Well, thanks, folks. That was a good evening, and much better return to racing quality that we expect and desire from our Division 1 drivers. A bit of showboating going on screen right now from Lightning, who's all on his own. But thanks for all the engagement in the chat as well, everyone. Always good to see everybody's chat. I don't know whether Waitsy joined us. Did you join us, Waitsy?
I'm here, man.
Hey!
How's it going?
Just sitting there, nice and quiet, letting me ramble.
Yeah, that's the way. You're the commentator.
That looked like an interesting race from your seat. It looked like we were really puzzled by the pace you had on those mediums relative to the hard runners around you.
Yeah, I think I've said before, I'm not one for really running on the hard tyres. I have certain tracks where,
yeah,
I'm reasonably decent on them, but this track just isn't one of them. I just cannot hook the hards up at all. I knew I was going to two-stop regardless of what happened, and I was aware that, everyone else around me was going to probably one-stop, do soft, hard, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, at the start, I was stuck behind two cars, so I thought, right, I'll go for an aggressive undercut, we'll call it.
Yep.
Obviously, put the mediums on, and I'm not sure. I don't think I was truly at the pace I could have been on the mediums, to be honest. And then, obviously, I was in a great battle with, I think it was Fry Pepper for, I don't know, about 6 or 7, maybe 8 laps.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nose to tail, and then I think coming down the hill, down the left-hander, took the corner as I normally would, and for some reason the back end just decided it wanted to walk away, which obviously put me in the wall, and that was that really.
Yeah, that was all she wrote at that point, wasn't it? But
it was a
strong race.
I could do.
A strong race.
Okay.
There was a moment there when I think you gave your teammate Lightning brown trousers.
I think I did. Yeah, that was very unintentional. I did see him coming, but I thought I could have got the car round in time. But obviously, I forgot that with no front wing, the turning circles on these cars are desirable to say the least. So yeah, I apologise to Lightning for that. But
well, yeah, or to whoever does Lightning's laundry. But that was it was definitely a moment, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, it was.
Looks like you qualified well tonight. You pretty happy?
Again, same again. Qualifying well, just not, I'm making the odds one mistake per race, and it's costing me massive amounts of points. So
yeah,
it's disappointing when it comes to that aspect. But my race pace is good. My qualifying pace this season has been a lot better overall. So I'm happy with that. I guess that's the only thing I can take out of it. But yeah, race pace and such need a little bit more to be desired, I think.
Yeah, and a blocking issue with Bacon today?
No, it is what it is. He knew I had a pen.
Just a late move, was it? A late defensive
move? Not particularly. I got a really good drive out of the last corner on him. And you sometimes do at the end of the race, you weave about a bit, and
yeah.
I'm finishing and stuff like that. But I don't think he realised how close I actually was to him. But like I say, I did have the time penalty, so it wouldn't have really mattered.
Yeah. A lot of drama right on the line. A lot of people knowing exactly where the finish line is and blocking the track and everything. It didn't look great. Let's say that.
No, it is what it is. But the pace. Obviously, I had the soft tyre at the end, and I was catching him hand over fist. If I'd had another lap, I'd have probably pulled the 3 seconds. But Yeah, it's, we're coming towards the end of the season, and it wasn't really. He knew the pen was there for me, so it's all good. It's all good.
Cool. Well, I'm glad that's done and dusted. But it looked like reasonable race tonight. We've got Singapore next. Is that something that you look forward to, like Prime, or?
Not particularly. I'm not. I classify it really as street circuit, and I'm not that good at street circuits.
Yeah.
I tend to visit the walls a bit too often, kind of like Leclerc did today. But yeah, I'm going to hope for the best and hopefully try and finish the season strong.
See if you can get some practice in as well. Maybe
we'll
some
see.
race length practices, perhaps.
I think it's just more a case of I need to be a bit more wary of where my tyres are.
Right.
Condition-wise, because that's obviously played a major factor today. Maybe pushed a little bit too hard to, try and bridge gaps and make sure I was in a competitive position at the end. And it looks like I just pushed it a little bit too much. So
sure.
We'll go again. We'll go again.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. Well, good to talk to you. Thanks for waiting patiently and skulking around in the background through Prime's interview. But good to talk to you, man.
And you, mate. Take it easy.
Cheers, then. Well, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for staying with us right to the death and listening in to Wait See. All being well, we'll see you all on Tuesday night and same time Friday night and Saturday night. Meanwhile, I hope everyone enjoys Monaco weekend. I won't say any spoilers in case people are watching highlights or anything of quality. But yeah, good to see you all and great to spend the evening with you. Thanks very much. We'll catch you all on the next race day.